I hope that I want to get back to, and Chairman Dempsey, I will start with you, but I want to go back to what you said, I think, in one of your responses to the malign activities that I believe that Secretary Carter, in response to a question, says he has no reason to believe that they will change. That's the Iran terror network. That's their increasing threat in terms of cyber terrorism. It is their ballistic missile program. It's their weapons trafficking. We could get into human rights violations, all the other things they're guilty of. We could get into an Ayatollah sending a tweet out that has the image of, some have said it's the President, some says it's an American, someone wearing an American lapel pin. These people are evil people, and they're going to continue to expand in the areas where they think they can. They're people who have violated 27 international agreements or treaties. They have violated some of the terms of the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Some of that language is similar, as I understand, in the agreement that we have here today. So they're dangerous. They're dangerous. I understand why you would be concerned with the nuclear threat, because it could limit other military options if it existed. So my question is, if this deal goes through, what does our posture look like in the Middle East and with our partners over the next 2 years? What looks measurably different to make us feel like we're in a position to make it untenable to the Iranian leadership to move forward with a nuclear weapon?
Senator, first, I do want to highlight the fact that when we talk about Iran, it's really the regime, and I know you know that.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's not about the Iranian
It's not the Iranian people. It's Qasem Soleimani, the IRGC Quds Force, and their leadership. The Iranian people, there's some reason to hope that this would actually cause them to understand that there's a place for them in the international community. But how does our posture change? Our posture changes on the basis of these areas on which we've agreed to work with our partners, both Israel and the GCC nations. And we're very muscular. We have a muscular posture in the region right now. For the most part, it'll stay the same, but it may shift its activities a bit.
Secretary Carter or Chairman Dempsey, I'm trying to get my hands around the thought process that would make the Saudis less likely to try to acquire a nuclear weapon. Probably acquire a nuclear weapon, most likely from Pakistan, a warhead, and a ballistic missile from China that's capable of delivering a Pakistani warhead. Why would any of the leadership in Saudi Arabia, and then as a result of that, you only need one to spark other nuclear proliferation. Why on earth, if we're talking about a nation that has violated a number of treaties and agreements, the possibility that that could occur, and a nation having to be prepared to have their own deterrent, where's the logic in this agreement preventing them from going ahead and moving forward and having that capability themselves?
Well, the agreement doesn't limit what anybody else does. But,
no, I agree with that. I'm saying, why wouldn't they?
The logic, I can't speak for any of those countries, but the logic is that if Iran is effectively prevented from having a nuclear weapon, which is the purpose of this, then that cause, at least, for a Saudi Arabia or an Egypt or a Turkey to get their own nuclear weapon is removed, and logic would suggest that. I can't speak for the psychology, but that's what logic would suggest. With respect to Iranian behavior, I mean, this comes down to a question of managing that risk, because we see exactly what they say, what at least the leadership is thinking. And the point is that it's better if they don't have a nuclear weapon than if they do. This is an effective way of making sure that they don't have a nuclear weapon. It does not eliminate all risk associated with Iran. That's
Senator Heinrich.